Hey guys, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Oh, today we are checking out a brilliant blue petrified fish knife. This is the Ripple. I kind of talked about it a little bit with my last petrified fish video, but we're definitely going to get in this now. G10, like I said, that blue just pops, man. It's a gorgeous blue G10, sort of geared back spacer going on there. Right or left hand, tip up carry. Got a lanyard post there as well. So definitely making some people happy, hopefully. Now, you've got a couple of different deployment methods on this one. Obviously, you can see the front flipper there. You've got the blue singular aluminum thumb stud. As you can see, there is a cutout on that side, so you really can't adjust it or turn it around to make it an ambidextrous thumb stud. So it is a singular thumb stud. And then you've got the slot for the, can I do it? Oh yes, I can. I can get in there and I can reverse flick it. But, so overall fit and finish. Now, I kind of alluded to the fact that we were going to see one where I was not necessarily disappointed, but with the G10 on this one, it's got a little bit of a it doesn't feel as refined as we've seen some of the petrified fish knives as of late. And I think it just has to do with the way the G10 is done. I mean, obviously you can see there is some texturing going on, and it does give you a good grip without it, but there's just a feel about it. Almost, I don't know what any other way to put it, but almost a cheap feel to it. And, you know, that kind of bums me out, saying that about a petrified fish knife, because, well, okay, not every one of their models that have come through I've been, but the water spout I just did the video on, loved that knife. Absolutely 100%. Loved it. This one, I'm kind of having a little bit of with it. And I don't know. That's just the way I'm feeling about it. But, it's put together well. The manufacturing is well. Centering on. It's just that G10. The feel of that G10 is kind of where I'm having a little bit of hesitation with. Now, you've got, there's the thumb stud, jumps out on that something. Look at the grinds on this. Watch how the light catches those grinds. Very interesting grinds. Does it carry through? It looks like it does carry through all the way to the edge. So it's not necessarily a faux compound. It's definitely a true compound. The way the light hits it and the feel of it, you can definitely feel a little bit of a transition there, but jumps out on that thumb stud. Now the front flipper works out pretty well. Also, detent's a little light on it right out of the box. I mean, for the thumb stud, it's not bad. For that front flipper, it just feels a little loose, and maybe that's just because it does come up a bit higher, so you're just getting really, really good leverage on it. And then for the reverse flick, yeah, it is. It's just a little bit light. A little bit light on the detent for this one. But, so what do we got here? There is your maker's mark. This is a collaboration with Sebastian Erewhon. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But very, very, it's a dropper. Look out. But dang, the blue is crazy. All right, so let's go zoom out a little bit and get our spec check going here. So overall, it's a decent length knife. You're looking at just over 8.5 inches. Almost 8 5/8 overall. Roughly 4 3/4 on the handle, which is going to bring the blade into about 3 3/4 ish. Almost a full cutting edge. As you can see, your choil kind of angles back a little bit. Maybe not a true choil, just more of an angle back. I mean, you do have the finger choil, it kind of builds into it. So, but we're going to give the cutting edge, it's just over 3.5. And then full grip length, I'm going with right about 4 inches. So I do have plenty of leftover with that 3.5 inch finger spread there. So plenty of room for me anyway. And then, like I said, you can kind of get forward if you would like to, but just beware, be wary. There's not a whole lot bringing you back on that, or holding you back. So you could go forward onto the heel of the blade. 14C28N is the blade steel. Don't think I mentioned that. But we'll give you a couple of size comparisons. Like I said, pretty darn good size knife. Definitely bigger than the Bug Out, without a doubt. And should be even bigger than the PM2 overall. Get it lined up. Yep. Definitely about a 1/4 inch on the blade. And 1/8 of an inch or so on the handle. We'll bring our old handy dandy pocket in here. Slide it in pretty smooth in and out of the pocket. Deep carry clip. Got a little bit of peekaboo going on there. Get it all the way settled. And you can see, I mean, that bright blue, it's hard to miss. But pocket retention could be a little bit better. We don't have that nice, pop that I like coming out of the pocket. It's a little light, but not bad overall. So, back to the whole fit and finish. It's just the feel of that G10 that's just got me a little bit hesitant about this one. Overall, everything else, it like I said, it does kind of have a light detent as well. It's not bad. It's just on the light side. I'd like it to be a little bit more solid, especially, for me, it's got the thumb stud. That's what I'm going to use most likely, even more than the reverse flick, even though I can do it. But I'm pretty much going to avoid the front flipper. I would probably even try to, a lot of you guys do a front flipper delete and stuff like that. That would probably be the first thing I did to this knife, for sure. So fit and finish, okay, not the best we've seen from Petrified fish. Comfort, ergonomics, pretty solid. Feels pretty darn good. The pocket clip hits me in the right spot in my hand. We've got a sloping pocket clip, so no real issues for my hand size. If you're a little bit bigger hand and get back here, you might feel it a little bit more. But for me, not an issue at all. So, my overall with this one, the design's okay. Compound grind on the blade looks pretty cool. Hollow ground, flat ground, looks like a true compound grind. Probably wouldn't last that long if I kept it. I would sharpen that out, but overall, not bad. It's just the G10 is what's got me, probably not one that would end up in my collection just because of the way that feel of the G10 for me. Everything else, okay, I can live with it. It's nothing too major. Now this guy's coming in $56, $57. So, I loved the water spout we just saw from Petrified Fish. The ripple, definitely between the two. Water spout all day long, every day, twice on Sunday, between the two. So, anyway, appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have to say thank you to Petrified Fish for sending both of these out. The water spout previously and the ripple we're looking at today. As always, guys, greatly appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.